this is the link to the YouTube if you want to watch it there. And I'm going to pop this in the event. Not too many tonight. Interesting. This is good. You guys get all of my attention. Okay, let's get started. I'll share my screen and we're going to watch this one here. All right, how's everybody's week been going so far? Let's get started with, Gervy. 2 questions in one front. First query. How do we decide if an ad campaign can be moved to scaling? Is it purely on sales? How many minimum? Do add to carts, checkouts also matter for this decision? Product cost of goods is 25, selling price is 89. Okay. To answer your question, yes, add to carts and checkouts, initiate checkouts, absolutely play a very important decision because remember, and I say this until I'm blue in the face, you're not building, fantastic, Annalisa. You're not building an ad set with a set of ads that are all going to get $20 conversions. You're building an ad set with a set of ads that are all going to play their part in the conversion chain. They're all going to play their part. So you might have one ad take all of the spend or 90% of the spend, and that's okay. Facebook's feedback to you is, hey, this ad gets the most engagement. Out of all your other ads, this is the one that we've decided to show to most people as your top of funnel. And therefore, your top of funnel ad might get the most of the spend, but it might not get the most sales. It might be the most expensive in terms of sales of all your other ads. And at the same time, it might have more add to carts, and it could even have more initiate checkouts. And then what happens is someone sees you, they see your ad, they go to your website, they start the checkout, and they get bored, or they have cold feet, or they're like, I'll just do this later. Because people want to buy, but we don't want to spend. Does that make sense? People always want to buy, and we don't want to spend. So the most painful part of buying is the last click of someone taking your money, and the best part of buying is receiving your order. Now, because we're doing drop shipping, or it doesn't matter if we're doing drop shipping, because we're in e-commerce, it's delayed gratification. So that last point of letting go of the money is the hardest bit for people to do. So they might stop there and check out, like not check out the product, but check out from your store and like just forget for a little while. Or maybe life gets in the way. Maybe their baby's crying, or maybe they have to cook dinner, and maybe they're like, I'll do this later. Then they go into the Facebook feed and they see another ad, and your other ad might only have $10 spend, but it might have 2 or 3 orders at $10 an order. And you're thinking, wow, this is a great ad, and it probably is, but it's also, it's the combination of those ads working together. So when I'm deciding if an ad is going to go into my scaling campaign, I take add to carts, I take initiate checkouts, I take purchases. Most importantly too, I take CTR, click-through rate, and cost per click, and also CPM into account. Now, what is CPM? I should probably be talking directly to you for this bit. Let me stop sharing for a bit. What is a CPM? You see this magic number on Facebook, CPM equals $50, and you're like, what does that even mean? Well, it stands for cost per mile, and it's basically the gas price that you're paying to get 1,000 people to view your ad. That's what it is. It's the cost of your ad to get in front of 1,000 people. Every single person, or every single account, and every single ad within the account is given its own CPM. And Facebook determines this CPM by a few things. For one, how engaging is your ad? Because the more engaging your ad is, the more people who actually interact with it, the better Facebook likes it, because Facebook wants interaction on the platform. So they'll give you a cheaper CPM, it's a cheaper gas price if your ad gets more engagement, gets more shares, gets more likes, gets more people commenting. Even if they're bad comments. Not saying you should have necessarily go out to try and find make bad comments, but even when people do a little angry emoji, that's engagement, and Facebook actually favors that. So CPM can also be determined in a negative way by a negative user experience. So if you have bad reviews and people don't like your product, Facebook will punish you with a high CPM. If you have something like really clickbaity on your ad, like say, off the top of my head, did you know you will get cancer from drinking tap water? This one little trick will solve your problem, and people will get triggered into clicking the link, but they weren't interested in the product. They were just interested to know what it was that you were trying to tell them about tap water. So if you're too vague in your ad and you're not honest and you're trying to bait people into going to your website, Facebook will punish you with a higher CPM. So what I'm looking for a high CTR, I'm looking for a low cost per click, I'm looking for a good CPM, I'm looking for checkouts, I'm looking for add to carts, and I'm trying to make an informed decision about all those things before I can decide which ads go into my scaling campaign. Second query: for a successful ad with about 5 sales in $10 ad set budget, when do we move to scaling, and how much budget do you start with? Well, first of all, rather than moving it to scaling, why don't you scale that ad set? So nothing's stopping you from scaling a testing ad set. We say it's testing. It doesn't just have to be testing. It's just we started off as testing. Sometimes I scale my testing ads and they do really, really well. So yeah, scale your testing ad. And what budget do you start with? I don't know, whatever you're comfortable losing. When someone goes to a casino and plays blackjack, what do you tell them to start with? Whatever you're comfortable losing, because this may or may not work. If you put $100 down and that's going to make you cry, don't put $100 down. If you're happy with $50, start with $50. It's fine. So start with a budget you're happy with, and just know that if it does well after 2 or 3 days, you're going to scale it by 20% every 2 or 3 days. Leon, you wanted to let me know that I didn't get to your question last time. Thank you for reminding me. Let's start with yours. Okay. Gervy, just some ads in the ad set are only doing well. Well, turn off the ads that aren't doing well and see how the ad set performs then. All right, Leon, you've just started running Facebook ads for your store. You've got 2 sales. You want to increase your sales. Your store is Press Relief and your ad account is Press Relief. You added my email to the account for full access. Great. Let's go do this. Cool products. I can see it's the high quality version of this. Oh, that looks nice. That looks like a nice pillow. And that looks like some kind of alien probe. But it does look like it's going to help my neck feel better. Interesting set of products. Great landing page. Good use of GIFs. Clean. Okay, relieves pain via pressure points. Relaxes nerves for better sleep. Good. Boosts endorphins to up. Great. Hey, whose was this one? Leon, I just want to take a second and I just want to thank you for listening, because you've done the right thing. These are really good selling points. And for anyone else who's watching, the reason why I find these are really good selling points is because, oh, I'm not showing my screen. Hey, I was sharing my screen, not showing the right screen. Really good selling points here, because we're not just talking about what it does. When we do selling points, we got to try and say what it does so that you can. It does pressure points to relieve pain. Fantastic. Relaxes your nerves so you sleep better. Amazing. Boost endorphins to uplift your mood. Yes, that is how we write selling points. That is fantastic. Good job. And overall, really clean website. So I am very happy with that. Let's go find your ads. Give me a second, guys. Facebook loading. This might take a minute. Y'all welcome. It makes me really, really happy when I see people who have been listening. Really, really, really happy. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just out here talking until I have a sore throat. And no one's listening. I don't see your ad account. Let me go into my Gmail and see if I see the invite. All right, press relief. I got the invite. Accepting the invite now. That's not is it? It's press relief. Press relief. Okay, just give me a second. I'm going to give myself permission. And of course, I'm going to verify my account. Give me a second, guys. These are why my streams take so long. There we go. Hey, Sam. Welcome to the stream. All right. So I need to give myself access to the ad account. Press relief. Sign people. For anybody who is adding me to your ad account, this is what you need to do to give me access to your actual ads. You got to come in here to page to accounts, ad accounts, find me here, do full control, and go assign. Simon, welcome. Now I should have access to this. Okay. Last 30 days, one purchase only. Yikes. That's not what we want to see, is it? All right, let's take a look at performance and clicks. CPM is very, very high at $90. And because the CPM is so high, it's making your cost per click very high. But your click-through rate is reasonable. 3.48% link click-through rate is actually really, really good. So let's just have a look at some other settings here and see what's going on. Add to cart. And we want initiate checkout. So we had 3 add to carts and 1 checkout. Well, that to me, considering that we have, and Neil, hey Chris, what sort of credit card do you get points with for your meta spends? There is something I can recommend called pay.com.au. I actually think there's a Freedom Club member who actually works for these guys, but essentially you can use these guys to earn points for anything that you spend in your business, as far as I know. I am a member, but I'm not a paid member. But pay.com.au, I hear it's good. All right, my bad. Hey, Renee, welcome. So we're going to go through these ads real quick to see what's going on here. $70 per purchase on Broad. That's pretty good. 2 add to carts. That's where they both happen at $70. Okay, we have some shining light here because it worked on Broad, which is good. Pradeep, I missed your message. Your general question on Tuesday call. Yeah. So you'll be next, mate. I'll get to you next. Okay. We have one ad, C1, which got the $32 purchase. That's the video. Cool.
Hey, do you feel tired at the end of the day, or you just simply don't have time to go to a massage therapist?
I highly recommend getting an acupressure mat.
If you have back pain, shoulder pain, sciatica pain, or even a headache, these mats can help. But I use it because it forces me into relaxation and the present.
Who made this ad?
Puncture targets specific.
The clips are quite good. The audio is
Do you feel tired at the end of the day,
a bit bad.
or you simply don't have time to go to a massage therapist?
I highly recommend getting an acupressure mat.
If you have back pain, shoulder pain,
I think in terms of audio, it should start here. If you have back pain, shoulder pain, because that's the problem.
sciatica pain, or even a headache, these mats can help.
I think the start of the video is not strong enough. So that C1 is actually performing okay, and that's giving you 7% click through. But then Facebook is spent a lot of your money on C4, and the problem with C4 is, yeah, the CPM's better, but your cost per click is $10, so nobody's clicking on this ad. You've spent how much money on this one? $10, and only one person's clicked. Oh, hold on, it's actually a nice looking ad, to be fair. You made the ad? Okay. I would like you to go and use our in-house ad guy and see what he comes up with. You got the clips that you've used are great. It's just the audio quality in the beginning is not great. And the problem, we had to wait like 5-6 seconds to actually hear the problem properly that we're looking at fixing. Now, this is the #1 proven solution for rest and recovery. Pressure Life did it right. It's a good looking ad, but I think what you need is a person on the mat so that we can actually figure out what this is selling visually. I love the actual layout. I think it's very, very, very nice. But we need to retool that one. But anyway, it's only spent $20. So I would run this ad set for a bit longer. I mean, we've only spent $70. We had a sale. You may have nearly got 2 sales, which would have, I reckon that would have been like $40 per sale. We could be getting there with this one, but this ad set needs more time to cook. These click-throughs are really, really, really promising. Really promising. Now, where we might be struggling, it could be the actual price. How do you contact? It's not my ad guy. This is the Freedom Club ad guy. So you can go through and talk to the coaches, Jimmy, or Diane or Jess, and they can tell you how you can go and make an order with our ad team, and they can make an ad for you. Now, in terms of add to carts, I would have liked to have seen more, and it could be this price point that's putting people off. How much are we buying this for? So we're buying this for around about $33 off eBay, maybe $20 if we're lucky, right? So you can probably sell this for $59 and still make a profit on that. But we could test $69 and we could test $59 and we could see if we can get this shipped cheaper from our Chinese supplier if you get sales. That's what I would do. And give this a test at a different price point. Improve that video ad because it's nearly there. I can still run it. And then $19, cool. Yeah, run this a bit cheaper for a few days. Run it at $10 cheaper, and then run it for $15 cheaper, and just see what gets you the best conversion rate. Keep that broad ad set going, and keep making new ads for it. You're on the right path, Leon. The testing that you've done up until now. Keep those turned off, because what you've got going on there in the broad campaign is starting to work. So keep that running. Come and see me on Tuesday with more results. run it with whatever you can afford. If it's $20 a day, it's $20 a day. If it's $10 a day, it's $10 a day. But you don't need to wait for the new video to get created. You can keep going, because I need more data before I can let you know what to do. I know you've got a lot of data down here. You spend a lot of money, but this top campaign is where I need some more data on. So keep it coming. And definitely reduce that price a little bit. And good luck for the week. I think you're going to do okay. I really do. Pradeep, can I please advise an email campaign to run for Black Friday? How many campaigns to run? What should the strategy be? Thanks. Oh man, you give me a hard one. All right. I'm not going to do this today, but we have time. Leave this with me, and on Tuesday, I will dedicate the entire... In fact, let me do that right now. Let me do that now. We're going to go and... I'm going to go onto the events. We're going to find Tuesday's masterclass. Deborah, come on. You're already putting a thing there? This master... we're going to say Black Friday special. This masterclass will show you how I run Black Friday deals. Don't miss out. Adding the urgency there. All right. Can I like edit this event only? I don't think I can. But yeah, next Tuesday, we're going to be focusing on Black Friday. How's that sound, guys? All right, that gives me a week to, or a weekend to put together all my information. Oh man, Tuesday's going to suck because it'll give me time to drive. I'm driving to Noosa on next Tuesday. So it'll give me time in the car to get my head straight and figure out what I want to teach about Black Friday. Priya, you just came in the right time to know what next Tuesday theme? Yeah, cool. Awesome. Okay. Speaking of Priya, uplifted the website on last Tuesday's call. First time go to market, no sales yet. ZenFit. Cool. Let's have a look. All-in-one power deck workout bench. Ditch the expensive gym membership. Folds flat, breezy storage. I don't think it's there yet. I don't think it's... You heard my feedback here? I mean, I could be wrong. It's just, I thought this was going to sell better as a feminine workout bench. Something that a woman would buy and use this at home for strength workout, for Pilates workout, for, you know, that sort of stuff. I don't see this as something that a gym dude is necessarily going to buy. I really don't. I could be very wrong. It's just, that was my vision for this. The image here is really bad quality, so I would replace this. Ah, okay. Yeah, that was my feedback for last week. And it's a shame because I went on for ages on about it. Yeah, so, I mean, we can look at your ad results if you like. Let me see if I can find you. ZenFit. So I'll look at your ad results and we'll go over what I think you should do. I'll go over what I think I would do if it was mine. So you've spent $230. Now, usually when you've spent this kind of money and you haven't had a single sale, we would tell you to pivot. So pivoting would be my first advice to you. However, here's the problem that I think. If you did want to continue trying to sell this thing, here's the problem. Your ad has a woman here showing off the ad with a woman's voice. And she looks like a woman who's quite fit. Another woman. Great. Another woman. Fantastic. And then we jump jarringly to a man. And that's after 10, 20 seconds. So if I'm watching this ad, there's a jarring thing there. What is this product? What is this for? Who is it for? And why is it for? So far, you've just showed me this is a product that can do some exercises. You've failed to tell me what the purpose is. What am I going to get out of this? Is this for me to lose weight, strengthen my bones? What is this? And I wanted to show you as well a client that I work with. And this can hopefully give you some guidance on what I would do if this was mine. It's Fit 20 Albany. Okay. So this is Fit 20. They're a New Zealand workout studio. And their whole thing is that you can get fit. This is made for middle-aged people my age and above to get fit and enjoy life. Not necessarily get ripped, but to absolutely get fit. And so it's 20-minute workouts where you don't even need to sweat. That's the whole concept here. Get fit in 20 minutes per week without breaking a sweat. And that's the offer. So how you do it is you use the machines, but the offer is get fit in 20 minutes per week without a sweat. I'm not saying that should be your motto. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying you should copy, but I am just trying to get your brain thinking into what you're doing wrong here. Because you're selling the equipment and you're selling the features of the equipment, but you're not selling the benefits. Okay? So your ad started off with women, yet if I click on your ad, I go here and we've got a generic looking, it looks like a hospital color green. We've got what this product does, but we don't have who it's for or why. We have a dude here working out outside at I don't know why he's here. And if I'm a woman, I'm going to be really put off by this because it looks like he's doing some heavy weights and some calisthenics. And then we got this bad photo here of it's blurry in the background and it just doesn't look nice. If we're going to be selling this sort of level of gym equipment, it's got to look like really super clean. Yeah, especially at this price point. So if you look at some of the, let's look at the Pilates boards. I won't show you, it was Reformer. I will show you this one because this one's not another student. This is Reformerly. So this is in the same category as you, but they're focusing on Pilates. So what is this? This is a Pilates board plus a transformation program. So what are they selling here? They're selling you the tools, but they're selling you a transformation program. Build a routine, reach your dream body in 60 days, 20-minute at home, daily motivation and support through the community, and lifetime warranty. So we've got a 60-day program, 14-day kickstart, 200 plus workouts that you can do. And that's the thing. How many different workouts can you do with your machine? Probably 200. But if you can list them all, fantastic. I'm gonna send you this link to give you some ideas about how to structure your landing page. You've requested UGC. It's going to be for the female audience. Cool. Do you think you could mix Fit 20 theme plus female plus the core messaging? Yeah, that's what I would do. I'd look at this too. Like, I won't show you all the other examples of the Reformer board, but there are many other people selling this board, including some students. I'm not saying sell this board because you've got what I think could be a good product. What I'm saying is sell it like this. Change your theme up. Make it feminine. Have lots of women on your page and talk about the benefits. So some of the other things you might do, you might say lose weight, and get stronger in 60 days. And that's the benefit of using your product. Sound good? But keep your ads paused until you're ready for that. All right. Lauren. Pure Clear. What's Pure Clear? Okay, what are you saying here? Please look at your ad account. You've added 2 new ad sets that I recommend. You've got 3 more sales. You'd love my advice for how to get more consistent sales. Having troubles with suppliers, not having stock and being super slow. What's my advice? All right, if you're having problems with eBay suppliers, then I would come and have a chat with me. I'll get you my link to come and have a chat. Anyone who wants to sell via China, feel free to click on my link there and have a chat with me on WhatsApp, and I will hook you up with our Chinese supplier. That won't help you with speed, but it will help you with a price that doesn't change and a supplier who never goes out of stock. In terms of speed, when we're shipping from China, it can take a bit longer, and it also depends on the size of your package. Smaller packages, they go through quicker. And if you do find that the suppliers from China are too slow, there are other things that we can do. We can use other supplying channels through China to hopefully speed up the product delivery. But I have been selling through our same supplier from Freedom Club. We use the same supplier that I've been selling with for my store, from Craftology, and all my other stores. In fact, I never launch a store without using the supplier. And we've been using the same supplier for 8 years now. And on average, it takes about 12 working days for a kit to arrive. The quickest I've had one arrive is about 8 days. The longest I've had one arrive is about 3.5 weeks. It honestly depends on where they are in the country. If someone's out in the middle of whoop whoop, it takes about 4 or 5 days longer to arrive. But if they're in a capital city, they're pretty quick. And so I always ship directly from China. But the thing is, you want to make sure on your website that you don't say that you ship from Australia and that you don't say that you ship express shipping. You need to be upfront with people. And so in my welcome series, one of the things that I do in my first few emails that I send to somebody after they've purchased, not my welcome series, sorry, my thank you series, is I set expectations. And I tell my new customer when they can expect their order, when they can expect updates, and I show them all the nice reviews that people have left of my products so that they feel like they haven't been scammed and they feel that they can trust me. If you want to do that, send me a WhatsApp chat, and I'm probably tomorrow I'll catch up with you and tell you what the go is from China. All right, in terms of sales, how much does this thing cost you? Because you might get more, like $89 is a pretty big ask for this. You might get more sales at $79 or $69. Depending on how much this actually costs to buy. What are we dealing with here? Do I have access to your ad account? I'll take a look. While that's loading up, just give me a second. I'll be back in 1 second, guys. All right, I am back. $24. All right, we'll see if we can get that cheaper for you. All right. So you could sell this for $75. You're getting, on average, $37 per purchase. All right. Yeah. Look, I'd reduce the price a little bit and see if that helps with conversions. It may do, it may not. If it doesn't have any impact, you can just keep it where it is. Anil, you've crossed the 75K revenue markup. Would I recommend you get an ACN? Register for a sole trader? Anil, I am definitely not the person to be giving you any legal or tax advice other than you need to now go get a tax agent and you need to apply for GST. If you've made more than $75,000 in revenue in Australia, you need to charge GST and you need to be paying GST to the tax office. What I would recommend you do is talk to my accountants. These guys are literally my accountants. They are from Melbourne. They're a husband and wife team. They've got me out of a really, really, really sticky tax situation that I found myself in a few years ago because I didn't know any of this stuff. I just knew how to make money. And I spent all my money and didn't save a cent. They helped me out. They've fixed me up. They've given me a plan. You've registered for GST and called the ATO. Great. Well, these guys will set you up with a structure. So I've got a company structure where I have companies and trusts, and it's a way to minimize the tax that I have to pay and separate some of that tax out through company tax and through trustees, and I'm able to disseminate some of that money down to my wife and I as well. So these guys are BJV accountants. Highly recommend them to anybody who is starting to get sales. Just go have a chat with them. And do it now. Don't do what I did. I stuck my head in the sand and I didn't want to deal with that problem because I don't like dealing with that problem. When I finally ripped the band-aid off, I had to pay a lot of tax. All right. Back to here. Yeah, these are pretty good. These are pretty good. We're getting $40 and $30. I do reckon the price point might decrease the cost per conversion and might really supercharge this. You're spending $10 a day. You know what I'd do? Like, if you really want to test, $10 a day, you're going to be waiting a long time before maybe $10 a day is all you can afford. If that's the case, that's fine. But the thing is, if you're only spending $10 a day, it's going to take a long time for you to know if this is even going to work or not. If you're spending $20 a day, it's going to take you half as much time to know if it's working or not. If you're spending $40 a day, it's a quarter of the amount of time to figure out if something's working or not. You'll know in a couple of days if it works at $40 a day. So if you can, increase this up to $20 a day. Keep this running over the weekend and show me again on Tuesday with your results from changing your price. I think a landing page is fine. I wouldn't change anything here. It's a pretty self-explanatory product. Pretty good before and afters. Nothing to change there. Josh and Mel, amazing. You wait till you get that in a month. You'll all be there. You'll all be there. Trust me. Having success, it snowballs. It snowballs very, very quickly. All right. Miguel. Thanks for reviewing on Tuesday. Lauren, you updated the landing page? Great. Fantastic. Thank you for that too. It looks amazing. Miguel. You've applied the feedback to shorten headlines, primary text, and you turn your ads for 2 or 3 days for Alexa Air. For some reason, your ad account has been spending $60 a day when your budget's $40. Hey, that can happen. That can happen. So Facebook's budget sometimes works. It's not when you set your budget to $40 a day, it'll spend $40 a day. But if you turn your ads off for like 2 days and then turn them back on, Facebook will take an average of what $40 per day would have been throughout the week. And then it will spend that average per day that it was missing on the days where you had it off. And sometimes it'll overspend. It will even itself out. It will. It's really annoying when it does that. Let's go take a look at your website. Pain-free flying with Aussie's favorite travel cushion. Well, and that's the landing page. Let's have a look at the product page. Okay. Well, this is still not quite what I was talking about. Do you remember what I was talking about? If you want to sell a business class seat in economy, that's fine, but you will probably find it way easier to sell this as not a travel cushion. You can sell it as a travel cushion in your ads, but you can sell it as an ergonomic cushion on your landing page. Give you an example. And this is something that I had to do on my page based on feedback that I got from my mentors, because I have mentors too. We all should have mentors. So I was selling this to start off with as the Noir Traveler anti-theft sling bag, and we got some sales. My ads were all traveling ads, so pictures of Paris, pictures of videos on holiday. And my mentor said, Chris, that's great and all, but don't you think it would be better if you could sell this as a traveling bag, but also as a general anti-theft sling bag that someone could take to work or on the train? And I was like, of course. And he's like, well, when you put on your landing page that this is for traveling and someone comes to your landing page and they're not traveling, do you think they're going to buy it? And the answer is, of course. Of course, no. No. If someone comes here for a general bag and they see that this is for traveling, it will really make it hard for them to purchase this for general bags. So when we come back to your awesome seat cushion, I think this is a great product. I don't love this image. I really, really, really don't love this image. This image I really like. This one, why is it in the backyard? Anyway, you could have the whole marketing angle in your ads saying this is an amazing seat to turn your business class seat into economy. Sorry, to get business class seats in economy. That could be your whole angle for the ads. But you could also have other angles for the ads that this will fix your work seat, this will fix your car seat, this will fix your couch, your cushion, your chair in the kitchen, whatever. This is an ergonomic seat to fix your back pain. So by changing the landing page to not be so hyper-focused on the one situation you could use this, now this becomes a product that you can sell in many different angles. Right now, it's pigeonholed to just be a flight seat. Yet you come down the page here, and we barely talk about flying. The examples that we've got here are seats. And that's great, because that's where most people are going to use these things. So that was my whole point of what I said on Tuesday. So like in my opinion, we haven't quite hit the mark here on what I was saying. I hope I was a bit clearer this time. You started working on a new landing page to test broader audience for the product. Okay, cool. Okay. So what am I looking for here? I'm looking for ads for Relax Air. I don't actually see it. I'm pretty sure did I see your ads before? I can't remember. Maybe your ad account is under something else, but I can't see it here, so I can't look at your ads. If you can let me know, like if it's a business name that I'm not aware of. Maybe it's under Miguel. Let me just check that. No, I can't find your ad account, buddy. Hopefully you're on the call next time and we can have a deeper look. All right, Leon, we talked about that one. And Beck, solo parenting tonight. You won't join the call live. You've launched your ads after your weeks off. You got custom products made. Great. New EBO prospecting campaign for initial batch of ads. See screenshots for ad performance and separate screenshots showing ad performance each. Okay. All right, let's have a look. Click-throughs, not bad. Add to cart, not bad. ROAS, spectacular. Dude, amazing. Look at that. Cost per purchase is great. Click-throughs are great. Batch 2. Okay, so no sales on that one, but the rest of the results look fantastic. Batch 3. No purchase on that one either. Look, these are fantastic. Obviously, we've got batch 2 and batch 1 are the best. Carry on and UGC baggage fees. Great work. Incredible work. I'm really, really impressed. Good job, Beck. What I would be doing is I'd be scaling batch 1 and batch 2. Just scale them. I know you're doing testing, but there's no reason why you can't boost up the budget on even test campaign, or even test ad sets that are doing well. Absolutely scale the ones that are working. Absolutely. Sam, can I have a look at your ad account? I can, if you can remind me what your ad account is. I'd love to. I've got 7 minutes left. That's just enough time for a ad account review for Flex Hub. Okay. Why did you have to call it Flex Hub? You have any idea how much trouble I can get to if I type that in wrong? That's like a no H&S issue in the making. Okay, we've got winners. Spent $181. Oh, multiple conversions in there. Okay, cool. What have we got going on here? We got Broad winning, Broad Advantage Plus, and another campaign. Why have we got link clicks happening, buddy? Why are you doing link clicks? No. No. You tried to keep it PG. Dude, what are you doing here? Why is a performance goal maximize number of link clicks? Do you not like money? Basically, you've spent $404 for no reason whatsoever. And not a single purchase out of that is probably the case. So turn this one off. That was a big screw up. So you've got your campaign here, which is doing well at $29 a purchase. We don't want to touch that one. What we want to do is get your winning ones up here. $19 per purchase and $47 per purchase. Yeah, this one just needs more time, I think. Your cost per click is great. Your CTRs are great. Probably just more time on this before you can decide if you're going to up those budgets. And then your main one here at $28 a purchase. I think it's a scaling time. That's what I think. Look at that. That's just fantastic. Don't feel bad. You made the same mistake. Hey, guys, don't feel bad because I have made the same mistake. Not just once. Not just twice. Okay, so $69. And we're getting $30 purchases. So how much are you buying this for? How did it happen? I think a couple of too many drinks one night when you do it before you did your ad account. Too much work. Got distracted, putting the kids to bed. Duplicated. And sometimes when you duplicate, Facebook just automatically decides it's gonna mess with your settings. Sometimes you press submit and Facebook just completely messes up your ads and goes, oh, error submitting your ads, and then you don't realize that it's changed heaps. COGS with your label is $37. So okay. We're averaging $28 per purchase. So you're charging $69.90. So $28 per purchase plus so $69.90. minus the cost it was for a purchase, minus $37 for the branded product. You're making $4.20 profit per sale. Do many people buy two? And do you get many people buying these bundles here? Actually, what I want you to do, if you can please go into your Shopify and go into your analytics and go into the last 30 days of data and tell me your average order volume. Great website, by the way. Some buy the bundle. Cool. So you and Hanil are both in very similar positions where your profit margin on your product is quite small. And look, this doesn't mean you stop. You're building a good business here. You're building customers who probably love this product. The question is now, what else can you sell them? This is Flex Hub. Yeah, these are great products. What about more stretching products? Your average order is $72.59, so you're making about $8 profit, I think, right? We're making 69, so yeah, around about 8 on average. You're making $8 profit per order. You could try and increase this price to $79 and see if that helps your profit margin. But if your conversion rate drops, then obviously change it back. And then once people are your customer, I want you to start considering more stretching products, more muscle relief products. Like you've got those muscle tapping guns. You could do TEMS machines. You could do those ropes that you hook your foot into to stretch your calves. I don't know, things like the push-ups thing. I don't know if that's, oh, you're already selling that in the Revive bundle. Okay, cool. Go for stretching. What you can do, oh, I don't love this. I don't love this at all. First of all, it took too long to turn on. We should be doing this after about 12, 14 seconds. Second of all, this, even on my screen here, it's requiring me to scroll. It's too big. This image is too big. And the image should probably be on top. And the whole thing way, way, way smaller. And you might find that you get a better, let me show you. Let me show you. Give me a second. I used to sell it for 79, but most coming from the email marketing. All right. And what was, were you more profitable at $79? All right, so when I was doing testing of my emails, right? This form that pops up is the most vital part of the whole exercise of getting a customer to buy from you. My sign-up rate is 9%, and that's because I've been doing a lot of A/B testing to find my perfect winning formula for this business. On Homecraftology, my submit rate is like 12 to 13%. Gervy, isn't 3 times the price recommended? Yes, but you can't always do that. You can't always do 3 times the price. Sometimes you can do 4. Sometimes you can't even do 2.5. It depends on the market. It depends on the demand, and it depends on the website too. You know, if you have a website that converts really highly, maybe you can go a bit higher on the price. But generally speaking, we do want 3 times margin. Consistent sales when it came in at $69. All right. So what could we do to either sell more or cost less? You can either sell more or cost less. That's the thing. So they don't want to buy a piece of wood for $100. Yeah, no, I totally get it. So Sam, listen to what I'm saying here. If your sign up rate is at the 5% mark, which I think it might be, you need to work on your form. And to show you a form that converts really highly, I want to talk you through this. So image up top of someone using my products, attractive model helps. This, and you might want to take a screenshot of this. This is for the type of page that you have, this is a good landing page. Congratulations, you've unlocked a mystery discount. This button, yes, I want a discount. This button down here, no, I'll pay full price, which no one wants, which just closes the form. Step 2, this is where, so we're doing micro commitments. We're not saying, give me your email, I'll get 10% off. No, it's like, hey, psst, you want a discount, buddy? And we're asking for that micro commitment. When you do a micro commitment, you're more likely to get the customer's email. Everything we do in e-commerce is a micro commitment. Hey, watch my video on Facebook. Hey, click the like button. Hey, share this with a friend. Oh, click shop now. So we're bringing them along with a carrot, you know, to try and put them in the place where they're going to make the order. It's the same with this. We're just using a carrot. Hey, you want a mystery discount? You know, it could be anything. Step 2, enter. We know they're interested in a discount. Enter your email and your first name, and hit submit. Now, I can get a better submit rate if I get rid of the first name here. I probably would increase my submit rate by about 1-2%. Everything you add to your form, you will decrease your submit rate by about 1%. But the benefit of having a first name is the emails that I send out will contain their first name, and the emails won't all be the same, so Google will trust them more. Okay, so then they press submit, and then they get the code. This got me from the 5% conversion, 5% sign up rate to a 9% sign up rate. Highly recommend this for you. Keeping this small on mobile. See how it looks the same on desktop and mobile. So the width of this thing is, where's my layout? About 300 pixels wide. If you want cheaper conversions, this is the first step, like doing A/B testing on this. Now, what's A/B testing? So we come in here and we will set up an A/B test. Now I'll have an A and a B version. So you're showing me this right now. Yeah, these are your flows, and they do look pretty healthy. But I'm not talking about your flows. I'm talking about your sign up rate. What's your form sign up rate? And those emails, they do look pretty good. Now with your A/B test, so I've got my second version here. I'll change something, and this is where I'll usually test the product image. So I have found massive differences in sign-up rate depending on this product image. So do your A/B testing, figure out which product image gets you the most sign-ups, and that's how you're gonna improve your conversion price, your cost per conversion, because you're gonna get more emails. If you can push this up from 5% to 10%, you're going to double the amount of emails that you get for the same price in Facebook, which could potentially double the customers you get for the same price on Facebook. Yep, as I thought, 5% sign up rate. I called it. I called it because I have experience in bad signups. But I also have experience in taking my bad sign-up forms and making them good. So that will help you get more customers, and that will help you lead them into buying your product. Now, the second thing, what else would these customers want to buy? So here's where you could start adding higher ticket items. So go for those muscle machines, hot and cold packs, stretching ropes. You could go for the bands, you know, those bands that you can put on between your ankles, and you can kind of work your butt and your glutes by doing a bit of a workout there. And you could even, because these people are interested in fixing sore legs, you could be selling ergonomic chair things and like what are these things called? We put on our backs to make our chairs more comfortable. Sell those things too. Make this store about fixing sore legs. You can even sell like magnesium pouches that you put in the bath. That'd be amazing. You could go and find a Chinese supplier for magnesium bath bombs, and when someone runs out, they'll come back and buy more from you. Stuff like that. Whatever you do, don't give up, because you've got a profitable product and now you've got to figure out how to make more money out of this. And that's the easy part. Finding even a slightly profitable product, that's the hard bit. You've done that bit. Now we're just gonna make this thing fly. All right, guys, I gotta go. Time's up. I will see you all in the next one, and I'll be back on Sunday for more product reviews if you want to see me then. I'll catch you guys all later.